Hey guys, you ever seen me before? You probably haven't. Welcome to the channel and all that good stuff. I'm the Skyway Corsair, your host in this thing we call reality. So, I had to jump right on this and I got to get this video out, and it may or may not be edited because we're going to keep it short and brief and sweet and lovely and all the other descriptive words you may want to add to it. If you're wondering, I have been working out. I haven't hit the heavy bag yet. We'll get to it, boys and girls. So, it's been reported that RFK Jr. has threatened to ban scientists from publishing in these medical journals, right? And these top leading medical journals, like kind of, and then condemning these certain medical journals themselves, right? And to remind you, RFK Jr. is the man who is a total anti-vaccine maniac, right? If you forgot who that was, right? Vaccines are bad, guys. You know, we should go play in contaminated creeks and, you know, just see what happens. Yeah, that's how you build your immune system, right? Some George Carlin for you, if you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch George Carlin, best comedian of all time. But yeah, we find ourselves in I mean, what is this? Is this real? I had to like pinch myself, pinch myself to every day to wonder, like every time I see something like this, is this really happening, right? Again, you know, this is coming from a self-proclaimed but student of history, right? And some crazy shit has happened, right? But have we not learned anything in the there was a hair on me, in the thousands of, I don't have any hair, in the thousands of years, right, that civilization has been around? Have we not figured this out? So, and sorry for the camera shaking, jeez. So I was just, like I said, working out. I ran like almost 3 miles, get you a nice workout in. But so we find ourselves in just it's just surreal, and we found ourselves in a surreal world. You have to question reality. You have to question every day. You wake up, you know, what the fuck is going on? Because I want you to remember, right, who RFK Jr. works for, right? Who is his boss, right? That'd be the big orange man, right? Big orange man. It's going to be the best wall, the perfect wall. I can't do a very good Donald Trump impression. I can do some impressions, but very limited. You know, I'm no Matt Friend, I think is his name. If you've never seen that guy, go check him out. Donald Trump is the person who, during COVID, was telling you that, you know, with the warm weather coming, it's just going to go away. It's just going to go away. Or, you know, telling you to, like, you know, I was talking about like injecting bleach or whatever the fuck to combat it, right? So RFK Jr. works for this man, right? And he's talking about, it's like, not only are we just going to shit on, you know, these scientists and these journals, try to, you know, ban and suppress all this information, but we're going to, what's the best way of articulating this? We're going to instead, we're going to come out with state-funded, you know, medical journals and things, state-funded medical journals that, you know, this kind of thing, geez, the camera's shaking really bad. This kind of thing is fascism-esque if I've ever seen anything, right? That's one thing. The other thing is, holy shit. In terms of where we are as a society, like to the point that we're at, and, you know, we're just, you know, steadily, you know, racing to the bottom here, the momentum, we're gaining momentum on that downward spiral, because this is the same kind of thing. Most of his Donald Trump and his administration, their base, right, are a bunch of uneducated morons. They're dumb. I mean, I hate to put it in such a brash way, but let's be frank here, right? They're morons, and these are the same kind of people that have, as I've alluded to in previous videos, if you happen to watch them, I bet you haven't, because I've got like 5 views per video. Like and subscribe. You know, more stuff's coming. Hey, and by the way, put this in there. I'm going to start, I've started a Substack, and I'm actually going to start writing, because I think I do better writing And I haven't gotten to the point of writing and then doing like a script-based video yet, but I think getting some, writing out there, taking my time and being able to think through thoughts, because that's basically what I do with these videos. I'm just kind of, I just kind of spit it as it comes, right? As it pops into my head. I'm just a vessel, a mere vessel. So anyway, yeah, I'll put some links in the next video to the Substack and to anything else that we're looking to start here, because we're trying to do something. We're trying to do something. We need some money over here, boys and girls. And my thing is, like, if I ever got to a point, if this system doesn't change, if I ever got to a point where I did have money, enough money to where it's like I could live comfortably and still have some, right? I'm going to be, dude, I've lived this life. I'm going to come out there and help those that are less fortunate, the people that are like myself right now. Why can't more people in this world do that? Why can't we help each other? Why can't we try to protect the environment, help other species? What are we doing? So back on topic. These people, right, are the same folks that believe in all these conspiracy theories about space is fake. So, but these same folks are out there questioning anything that comes from the scientific community. Well, vaccines don't really work. They give you autism. I mean, it can't be the fact that, our attention's being constantly captured and hijacked, that our minds have been hijacked. If you grew up like I did, and you're around my age, I'm 36, and, you got sucked into the internet early on, online gaming, and Jesus Christ, what has this instant, dopamine hit thing done to me? No, it can't be anything like that, or it can't be something that, it's passed along genetically. It's vaccines, right? It's vaccines that are done, and vaccines I don't know, like, I have never, because it's so asinine. It's so asinine, like, it was all the information's out there. That disconnect between the common folk, which I'm a common folk, I'm a common person, but that disconnect between those who want to remain ignorant, though, right, and people who are actually, like, scientists who are actually working in the fields of biology, or if they're working in the field of astrophysics or what have you, right? The failure of the common person to understand, like, what actually goes on there, and how we have arrived at the information that we have arrived at, how we have developed the technology that we have. I mean, this phone, it must be magic. You might as well believe that, if you're somebody who's just going to be completely, for whatever reason, ignorant, willfully ignorant, or just downright a closed-minded asshole. You might as well believe stuff like this is magic if you're, going to shout down things like medical research and vaccines and so forth. But yeah, this is where we're heading, right? Think about this. Think about how just insane this is. That we have somebody who is a anti-vaxxer and who works for a man, again, who told people that, maybe injecting bleach into themselves or something, or, that would fight COVID, or that once the warm weather came, it was just going to disappear. It was just going to vanish. This guy is in the seat of power that he is, talking about RFK, and we're talking about just feeding into, not only, again, are we talking about what damage this could do in terms of our overall health, the health of our people in this country, but what this is going to do to continue to feed the ignorance and the misinformation and the conspiratorial thinking, and this is about the only kind of conspiratorial thinking you'll ever get out of me, and that is, it's like more and more this kind of thing happens, the more it kind of, I think that this seemingly, there seems to be designs behind these kind of things, and it's like, again, if you've watched a previous video, we've talked about living on a planet with finite resources. are the wealthy just looking to get rid of us? Is this just one of the many ways in which they can get rid of us? Because we're not quite there yet to where we can, we're not a Kardashev, uh, was it Kardashev level 2 civilization? Is that how you say that? But, we can't, we don't have a Dyson sphere, we're not mining asteroids and things. And it's like, what the hell is going on here? Like this kind of thing. Just let the people destroy themselves, because people are going to fight over, it's like we fought over religion for hundreds of years, thousands of years. My God's better than your God, and blah, 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 blah. And now it's going to be, it's like not only do we have this kind of shit still existing, but it's just, I used to talk about how the conspiratorial thinking was like the swan song of of religion, and that we were going to see a step in the right direction in terms of secularism and coming to grips with the as a civilization, with the fact that we live in a universe that we're still learning a lot about, and we can't define everything, and that's okay. We don't have an answer to everything, and that's okay. But now we've been slipping back into just the most archaic thinking. And what is going on? Like, if you're somebody who is an anti-vaxxer, or you believe space is fake, or you believe that that Democrats eat children and drink their blood like vampires, then this channel is not for you. Goddamn. Again, we can go to that grift it up, boys. I could, what, how easy it would be to feed into this kind of shit, to be a piece of shit, like what, Candace Owens or something, Oh my God, these fucking people. But yeah, civilization's doomed. That's it. Peace.